Welcome to section 4.4. How do the values of m and b affect the graph of the function mx plus b? This is a linear function. We know it will be a straight line because that x is to the first power. So first off, we can establish this will be a straight line. The m value, the value that's attached to that x, that ratio that's multiplied by the x, is always your slope. So when you come to class, you're going to actually use a graphing calculator. But let me just show you, let's pretend that the b value is 0. The b value always affects where it goes through here. So if that's 0, it's going through there. Now if you have a steep slope, let's say it's 5/2 x plus 0. You start at the 0, you rise 5, run 2. That would be how your line would go, real steep. It's positive and it goes up to the right, so we're in good shape there. Now let's flip it around. Let's say that this time we're going to go with a fairly low slope, 2/5 x plus 0. Still goes through at 0, but now it rises only 2 as it runs 5. Still a positive, still goes up to the right, but not as steep. Okay? Again, you'll be using graphing calculators, so you'll be able to see really well how these happen real quickly. Let's make it a negative. If it's a negative 2/5 x plus 0, again you always rise, go through the 0, rise 2 and run 5 to the negative, and there's that slope. If you wanted to make it a real steep negative slope, you could do negative 5/2 x plus 0. That one would go through at 0, and it would rise 5 and run 2. And you see how it goes up to the left. So that gives you an idea on those. Now, if you change the b value, let's say you have 2x plus 4. You would go up to 4, and your slope, just put a 1 underneath anytime you have a whole number. It rises 2, runs 1. There's the look of that one. Now let's just change the b value. Let's say that we go 2x minus 3. You come down to the negative 3, and then you rise with your slope. Rise 2, run 1. And let's say that we do one more. Let's go 2x plus, let's go 50/5. Now if you divide that 50/5, 5 will go into 50 10 times, so you're up here at 10. Now you just rise the 2x. Do you notice how these lines are all parallel? That's because our m is the same. If you have m values that are equal, those lines are parallel. Okay? I think that'll about set you up. When you come into class, on the calculator, you'll go to the button in the calculator right under the big screen on the calculator. It has a screen like this, and it says y equals. Punch the y equals, and then put in your number for your m. In order to find the x, over here on this side there's a little button that says alpha, it's green. And if you punch that, then it's taking you into the green menu. Look down on the left hand side and you'll see a little button that's STO. It's got a green X above it. That's how you enter the X. And then you just put plus or minus your B value. Okay, and once you enter that in here, then you hit graph and see if it shows you the graph. If not, then we need to adjust your window. Okay? So come to class ready to graph these. Thank you.